In the fields of Dalscone Farm, from the beat rises at the crack of dawn. As the sun starts rising, awakening the day, he's out the door, no time to waste. He laces up his boots, puts on his hat, grabbing his coffee, ready for a chat. Hard day's work, it's time to go live. Dalscone Farm, 636. Welcome to the 636 Club. It's time for the Dalscone warm up. Rise and shine, it's on the time. All the beats ready to go online. All the beats ready to go. All of them is still asleep. Mama Connor has his breakfast to eat. But our man is ready to go. It's time for the 636 show. The donkey's making a sound. The goats are running all around. Now we are ready to start our day. Let's do it the Dalscone way. Welcome to the 636 Club. It's time for the Dalscone warm up. Rise and shine, it's morning time. Follow beats, ready to go online. Welcome to the 636 Club. It's time for the Dalscone warm up. Beats, ready to go online.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Yes, it's that time. It is Friday morning, the 636 Club. You know, it's almost like that kind of morning you get in late March, early April. I had to think what the next month was there. It's almost like a spring morning. It's got that kind of chill. The birds are singing. It's just getting light. It's just glorious. If only we've still got the winter to come, but a glorious autumnal morning, and a few changes since we were on Tuesday morning. Look, where do I begin? Where do I begin? Di Elliott is all the way from Melbourne, Australia, and has landed in Edinburgh. He's very excited. Good morning, Di. Look forward to. Hope you're coming to see us. Let me know where you are. Good morning, Mary Linus, from the tornadoes, she says. Good morning to all the Irish and Northern Irish tornadoes who blessed us twice this year. 3 times, is it? Twice, 3 times. I'm very much looking forward to you returning. Is it next year? Marilyn is on from California. Marilyn, we had Debbie here yesterday, all the way from California, who lives only an hour from you apparently, and you haven't met yet. And Marilyn is making the journey over next June to see us. I'm very excited about that. Morning, Marilyn. Marilyn, you asked me, and now if you ever email me or message me, do not take offence if I don't reply in the first instance. All right, not that good with this typing and things. Marilyn asked me what translation of the Bible I use for my devotions, and Marilyn, so sorry, didn't get back to you, but 99 times out of 100, it's the New Living Translation, NLT, I think it's known as. I'm usually getting them off the Bible Gateway app, which has been out of commission for a wee while, but when I did my verse this morning, I see it's back up and running, thankfully, and you can choose what translation, or is that the right word, version of the Bible verse that you want to use from that very good app. And talking about that, our devotions this morning were taken from the daily readings this week, and it just makes you think. Our devotions this morning from Colossians 1:15 to 17. I'm sure we've used these in the past, but you can use them as many times as we like. Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. He existed before anything was created and is supreme over all creation. For through him, God created everything in the heavenly realms and on earth. He made the things we can see and the things we can't see, such as thrones, kingdoms, rulers, and authorities in the unseen world. Everything was created through him and for him. He existed before anything else, and he holds all creation together. So much in those verses, and it just makes you think. He holds all creation together. He's got everything in his hand. He's got us in his hand, and he will look after us. Amen. And may the Lord bless the reading of his word this morning. If you're not feeling those verses this morning, if you're a bit down, we're praying for you, and hopefully things will get better as we are thinking about one of our great team members, Costa Carol's daughter, Callie. Not so well at the minute, bless her. Just started uni, and she's in Opidal last night. So Callie, get well soon, and look forward to seeing you back to your full health and strength. We're praying for you. And the same, if you're not feeling so good this morning, bless you, and hope things brighten up in the next day or so. Talking about brightening up, it's going to be a beautiful day. That just came to me, all right? Weather today, dry, bright and sunny. The weather this week has been nothing short of unbelievable. And great, that's why we're pushing on with these groundworks. Now, pushing on, I'm saying pushing on, all right? We've got our digger here. And as you maybe would have seen, this is the one that Joe purchased. He likes buying machinery, all right? It's bigger than our smaller one. And we only wish we'd bought it like this time last year, because we had like one like this. I've got a light on. See that? And how do you turn the light off on your... It's on the YouTube phone. Well, it's making things nice and bright. That's one thing that... and I do it. It's so annoying. If somebody gets their phone out, if you're walking up the street, or if you're, no matter where you are, if somebody's walking on their phone and the torch is on, it's an like overwhelming thing. You have to go, your torch is on. Do you do that? You know, it's just that thing. You have to tell them, don't you? Well, my torch is on. I don't know how to turn it off right now, but anyway. Janelle. Hi, Pete, and the team from Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. Hi, Janelle. Thank you for joining me this morning. What time is it with you? Amy saying, is anyone Jewish? Chang Shalang. Is that right? Did I say that right? And a happy and sweet new year. That must be in the Jewish calendar. Is that correct? I'm sure I heard somebody saying this in the news the other night. And apologies if I haven't said that right. So much going on. We're pushing on to get the groundworks done while the weather's good. Because if you can't do this kind of thing if it's raining. And we've been blessed with good weather this week. So, yes, we're using our digger, so we didn't have to hire one. But we've also hired another one, all right? That's across the road. Pete got to drive it all day yesterday. Saying that, so much on today. Farmer Ben's away at some golf thing. All right, which has been pre-arranged, but I forgot all about it. He's away. Connor's away this morning. Farmer Joe's got a meeting. It never rains, but it pours, to quote a song. Oh my goodness. We've got, and miraculously, Kyle, Extra Mile Kyle, has been able to get a contractor, because an agricultural contractor, to come in today with an extra tractor and trailer, because we're bringing all this old rubble. Now, if you're an animal fan, we're talking about digging soil and rubble this morning. So if you're here to see some animals, apologies, but bear with me. Bear with us. All right. So all this rubble here. So you have to dig the topsoil out here. If you wonder what we're doing, right? We've been wanting this for ages. That's the top of the hill. And when we come down the top of the hill, if we're bringing manure, dung, or whatever it is, and we'll have to take it across the road or out of the farm. We'll have to go out that way, out the public access. And with being busier now, it was always busier, and sometimes the wheels in the tractor aren't clean, and you're taking dirt out. And then we've always wanted a road from the top of the hill, an access road for farm vehicles that we can go out and out the lay-by, because we've got an entrance over there without causing any traffic problems, without making the road dirty, without spilling anything off the trailers, etc. So this is what we're trying to do, and it will also tie in with the new polytunnels that are going over kind of where that dumper is sitting over there. Did I tell you this on Tuesday? If I did, I apologise, but things have come on a wee bit. All right, so you can't make a road on top of soil. The wise man built his house upon the rock. Remember that verse? So we'll have to strip all this topsoil off, down to the hard, down to the kind of clay, and then fill it in with something hard, gravel or rubble. And all this stuff here is rubble that we've collected up over all last winter and beyond. We've had a lot of rubble about, and we've got a machine in, got it all crushed up so that we can use it. Rubble as in rubble and concrete and stuff that we've lifted, and that makes a good, firm, hard base. Well, it'll make the real base for it. We will get some nice fine gravel, some stuff that's a wee bit more presentable, and that'll dress that off, and then we'll have a nice hard road, access road, and it's going to be fan-davy-doozy. I'm uber excited about being able to get in and out without having to come in the main entrance, because at the minute that's the way everything comes, as many farms do. It just came to mind now, in totally unrelated subject, but because when we moved here, the farmhouse, and many farms will still be like this, the whole electricity, I said it was a different subject, but it came to my mind when I said it's the only way in and out. The farmhouse was the sole supplier for the electricity on the farm. So all the electricity used to come out the fuse box in the back kitchen, or whatever you like to call it, utility room or washroom. All the wires came out almost through the window and fed all the farm sheds. And so if you were out feeding cattle or sheep or whatever it was in the shed, and the lights went out, you had to head into the house to not the switch. I'm talking about if it blew a fuse, if a bulb went and the fuse went, you had to head into the house. And my brother-in-law was, he was our electrician for many years. We used to give him like extra grey hairs with the amount of wires and power that was coming out the back kitchen. Anyway, I digress. Let me put the puppers in. What I'm trying to say is there's a lot going on. So we've got 2 diggers. We've got an extra tractor and trailer coming in today to haul gravel across the road, because it's the other digger's across there where we store all the rubble. That has to come across. And yeah, Ben, Connor, Joe's away for a while this morning. It's a Friday. It's a bank holiday. Sorry, I'll take that back. It is a... what am I trying to say? It's a long weekend for some schools in Las Vegas. Let me know if you're off school today and Monday. The weather being good, and when I checked this morning, now for this time of the year, in the summertime, our advanced tickets, we check them every morning to know how busy we're going to be, or it gives us an idea. Why am I out of breath? Come on, puppers. Let's go. Look at the rascals. This week it's been 15, 8, I think yesterday 4 advanced tickets. This morning, 82 advanced tickets. So that indicates it's going to be a busy day. So stay here a wee second. So for September weekend, it's a September weekend, that's what I'm trying to say, for schools in Glasgow. Now wait a minute, I'm coming back to read your comments. Right, you two, come on. Let's go. Here. Maggie. Here. Wait, you see her. Here. Lost neither. Well, I've got a wee froggy throat. Where do you see this? I've been putting stories on about it this week. Look at the bed. Look at the bed. Meg, what have you got to say for yourself? This isn't good. It's just foam and bits of foam left. My goodness. Here, right, come on, good girl. In. Look at that. Good girl. There she goes. Now, the floss in her, she's had a bit of an upset tummy this morning, so I've had to hose all her. You made a right mess, didn't you? To hose all her kennel out. So, all that going on, this extra tractor and trailer coming in at 8:30 this morning. And we're going to use our tractor and trailer. But we're going to be down. We might have to earmark Extra Mile Kyle or even Christoph to jump on it. Yes, Christoph, it's all hands on deck. We need to get as much of this groundworks done before it starts to rain, which is tomorrow. I'm not sure what it's like for next week. Here we go. Let me have a wee look at your comments. We'll have a look at the sunset. Margaret says, "What a naughty girl, still a pup." She is still a pup. Yeah. Flossie's one, it's gone long ago. It only lasted a few seconds, literally. Who else? Who's on? Let me know where you are, and what's your weather like. Star says hi from repeat. Hi Star, how are yous? Stacey's saying, can we ask for some extra prayers for Bobby Joe from Texas? Bobby Joe was overseeing us earlier in the year and went back to find some health problems. So Bobby Joe, shout out to you. You know, we're keeping you in our prayers, and please everybody continue to uphold her for good health and good results for her upcoming test. Lisa says, good morning, Pete, from Lisa Poppy in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Hi, Lisa. What's the weather like? You didn't tell me. Talking about Christoph, that's what I was going to say. He's flung me off. Christoph, you know, there's a lot, I don't know if you've seen it coming up in your Facebook feed. There's a lot of, right, we're going to tackle the hill. Okay, take a breath, everybody. On my Facebook feed, maybe because I'm just a big Formula One fan, there's a lot of drivers or ex-drivers doing different talking tours, is that what it's called, around the country at the minute. For instance, David Coulthard and Mika Hakkinen, who were teammates at McLaren many years ago. Mika Hakkinen, 2 times world champion. David Coulthard, local boy, was his teammate. There's the tops, they're off. Having a wee run out. Excuse me. Who else is doing? Damon Hill's doing a tour. We can go and listen to him speak or getting interviewed. And Zach Brown, the head honcho of the team principal, I should say, of McLaren racing at the minute. Anyway, David Coulthard, Mika Hakkinen were in. There's a robin, Nick. When robins are near. When robins appear. It's disappeared! Just before I could get the camera zoomed in. When robins appear, loved ones are near. David Coulthard, Mika Hakkinen were doing their tour in either Edinburgh or Glasgow last night. And Christopher, I hope I'm allowed to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyhow, was away seeing them when he kind of found this out when he disappeared mid-afternoon. So it'll be interesting to find out what that was like. I would really like to go to that, but there's rather a lot to go on at the minute. Now, feast your choppers on this. Look at that. Carol says Edinburgh Usher Hall, I think. Thanks, Carol. So if anybody else was there, let me know. Was it a good night? Damon Hill's coming as well soon, as well as Zach Brown. Now, Zach Brown, team principal of McLaren, he's doing his tour like 29th of November to the 8th of December. And I'm not sure if the Grand Prix are even finished then, because the last one's in Abu Dhabi, isn't it? Anyway, promo tour. Thank you, Emma. I bet it was very interesting, so I'm very keen to find out how it was. Look at that. That's just something to behold, isn't it, this morning? I mean, it looks like you're in... That could be Everest or Kilimanjaro in the background there, couldn't it? Lisa says... Lisa from Brisbane, Australia. Hello, Dalscone. Good morning, Lisa. And Helen says, beautiful. It's a corker, isn't it? Absolute beezer. Carol says, taking Callie and Sky to Silverstone 3 weeks to go to the museum. Very nice. Is there an F1 museum there? I take it at Silverstone, the home of Grand Prix racing here in the UK. Now, can I give it a polite notice or a plea or a kindly note? Now, you know there's a lot going on at the minute, and the weather's good, which means we can get animals outside. All right, those two things going on. And because of all the groundworks going on down here, we've had to take all those fences down. I don't know if you noticed when we were down there, but all the fences that made up the little paddocks in the field down here where we're putting the new road in, which means we're very short of accommodation. Well, we are and we aren't. It means the good weather means we can get stock to different other fields. Now, there's been a few requests from some of our visitors that are coming or have been who want to see certain different animals who aren't up here at the top of the hill at the minute. So, and it's not possible for us to bring them up, i.e., Sorka and Orla and the Herefords were up in the car park field for a wee while where everybody could see them. But because of what's going on, we've had to move them down. There's been an awful lot of requests to see different animals that we can't present at the minute. Now, the only reason that that you can't see them is because we're trying to expand things and we're trying to make things better. We are expanding things, God willing, with the polytunnel. We're just trying to make things better for us and for all the visitors and everybody that comes. So please bear with us if you can't see your favourite animal at that present time. And Trish's Toy's been getting a few phone calls and getting a little bit stressed out with the situation. So please just bear with us. We'll present all the animals that we can. Morning, Kyle. That's not sounding good. Did anybody just hear a click there? Well, it's good exercise walking up and down the hill, isn't it? Yeah.
There was a light on it wouldn't drive, so I turned it off and it was on.
You know what? You know what? I've said this many times. The handler won't start. He's turned it off. Why is that? We've said this over the past few years that we try to keep our machines, or what we did try to keep our machines in warranty, 3-year warranty. The handler came with 3-year warranty. The tractor came with a 3-year warranty. The digger here, I think it came with a 4-year warranty, which is still on warranty. This is out of warranty, all right? So what our plan was that every 3 years we'd get a new one, all right? We'd replace it because we invested heavily at the start to buy a new one, and if you keep them new, the value's higher. And the past, is this our second one? I think this is our second one. Anyway, when we changed the first one, the finance payments, you take finance over the 3 years, finance payments were the same for the first one as it was for the second one. When we looked at replacing this one, because it's now out of warranty, why I'm saying this is because if these machines break down, they are so expensive to fix. And I'm talking so expensive to fix. So if you keep them in the warranty period, you've never any problems with breakdown repairs. Yes, I'm talking repairs are that expensive. But when we came to look at changing this one, the difference, we've nipped onto the Wi-Fi. The difference from what we were paying to what a new one was going to cost us was just unachievable. So we've had to keep with this one. And of course, Now it's starting to give problems. Now that it's out of warranty, isn't it? That's when it's giving problems. Anyway, it's the same with the mule. The mule's due to change. It's 2 years old. There's 2 years warranty on that. It's just out the 2 years warranty. And what's it started to do? It's been in Jamesie's getting repaired twice in the past 2 weeks, I think. And it's up there just now. Fortunately, he's given us his backup one to keep us going. So, anyway. We're on some rant this morning. Now look at this here. This bale that Kyle's using this morning. Now, this is this year's haylage that we've made. If you could only smell that, it would actually lift your spirits and do your heart good. That is a very beautiful thing. That we've made some excellent fodder this year. Now, we have got so much fodder. We made a lot. It's all down, you can't see it's in the mist down there. But we've got so much. We aren't anticipating making any next year, which I think that's maybe a controversial move, because we don't know how much we're going to use over this winter. Anyway, why I'm saying that is because we've got too many sheep. They're going to be on most of the fields, and we're not going to have many fields left to make fodder out of. Whether we've got 2 years worth or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, time will tell. Is it scary? Yes, scary's out. This girl here, she has realised she's a fine looking goat, isn't she? She appears at 3 o'clock every day now because she can jump. Yeah, she can jump higher than somebody that can jump very high. Everybody's asking what she's called. I'm not sure. If she knows there's cake about, she's in the pen. So I just hope she continues to jump and not get her leg caught in anything, the rascal. Here's Scary over here. What time is it, by the way? It's 7:10, so I'll not keep you much longer because... Yes, Miss Scary, how are you getting on? I've no cake. And you know it's way too early. At 3 o'clock, she knows, and she's out. She doesn't jump. She squeezes through. She can morph herself, like she just changes shape, and she squeezes through here without any problem. She's not out all the time, just when she likes. That's the thing. Yes, sore horn here that knocked her kind of shell off her horn a few weeks ago was doing fine, and I take it she's decided to start to fight with somebody again, and she's hurt her horn again, so that's why she's in there. Miracle, Birdie, and everybody thinks this is Dennis, but it's not. It's a Dennis lookalike, very, very much like it. I don't know, does anybody remember if Dennis was a twin? Because this girl here, I get mixed up many times. Dennis is, where do you see this? You see this? I'm not going to go over, but we'll zoom in. Talk about king of the swingers. Look at him. Hang on a second. I'll set you here. We'll zoom in. There's the menace. Look. Over there in a swing. He's a rascal, isn't he? Now, him, as I said, I think I said on Tuesday, him and Mr. Purdy. Mr. Purdy is Ewan. All right, we call him Mr. Purdy. They have really got a special bond, and he likes to carry him about like a great big cuddly teddy bear. He's something to behold. The 4 hours. Rocco, why are you out there, you rascal? Everything looking fine and dandy. Right, well, hello, Scare. So, again, she's waiting for 3 o'clock. So, yes, it's been amazing this week. The term time, as I was on about ticket numbers earlier, that advanced ticket sales, it's been, like this time of the year, really quiet. But 3 o'clock meet and greets with the animals have been quite astounding. Thank you, everybody who's came up and joined us all week. We've had some amazing different characters from all over the country. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We've had California, we've had Canada, we've had Wales. I think it's Alison from South Wales. Kingpin, don't even think about it. No. And if you are coming to see us over the next few days, come up and have a whiff of Kingpin. He is truly rotten. Like I'm talking stinky. I'm glad he can't jump. You know what? I take it he's had all his needs off these ladies in here, so he's looking for some more. We need to be careful. He doesn't want to visit across the gate. An old Kodiak here. I seen it on the subscribers. If you're on the subscribers page, somebody's put on a picture of Kodiak when he was just a little bitty baby, with his pals Denali and Kodiak, Denali, and help me out, somebody. Yukon, and his horns weren't near as big then, so he looks like he's done what he's supposed to do in here, and hopefully we've had to strengthen the gates between them both to make sure he stays in there. So, is she going, Kyle?
That's not good again.
Right. Disaster averted. Right, there's a lot on today. It's just you and me. Connor's away. Farmer Ben's away. Joe's got a meeting this morning.
Oh,
And hopefully Christoph's came back from his travels. So
I Connor's in the afternoon, isn't he? He's back at lunchtime, Connor.
lunchtime, right?
Yeah. Well, so he says.
Well, so he says. Right. So with that being said, and a lot going on, I'm going to get coffee now because the messages still have to be got this morning. I said to Tricia's Toys, is there a lot of messages to get this morning? Now, for those of you who don't know, I usually go and get the messages for the diner, and every day. Didn't need to go yesterday. Now, if you're wondering what's happened, if you're on the subscribers group or our members page on YouTube, we usually do a drive home. It's called a drive home when we get the messages. Well, yesterday I didn't need to go. Sorry, YouTube, you're back on. Yesterday I didn't need to go. Wednesday, Farmer Ben was on Supporters Live, and Monday and Tuesday it just didn't suit. So, all this rubble and soil, etc., gets to where it should be when the weather's good. So keep us in your prayers for just so much going on. I know I came out this morning, do the morning routine where you go around and open up all the doors, all the different doors, because there's fire exits and there's doors everywhere in Dalscone. So same routine every morning, open them all up. And when I went round this morning, there was 1, 2, 3. Good morning.
Well,
How are you this morning? Guess who that is? Nice to see the yellow coat back, by the way. When I went round this morning, there's 3 doors last night. Is that 3? 1, 2, 3 doors that I hadn't locked because I came back out last night. Tricia's Toys was away at the hairdressers. Farmer Alice was away meeting at church. I came back out to get a few more loads of rubble over because Hair Bear was still here before it was dark. And then, it's just a lot going on. Plus we got an ice cream. It was Thursday night. So 3 doors hadn't locked last night. Thankfully everything was all right, but that's when you know there's too much going on, don't you? So just calm, Pete, concentrate. So if you see something today, if you're here and it's not what it should be, that's why. All right, so just bear with us. I think YouTube's maybe so froze. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thanks for your ongoing support. Enjoy this wonderful day. Hopefully the rain doesn't come too much tomorrow and the good weather will continue. So from wherever you are this morning, have a wonderful day, or if you're going to bed, or if you're just getting up, or if you're heading to bed in whatever part of the world you're in, God bless. And we'll see you all on Tuesday morning, God willing. Okay, From Farmer Pete, Trish's Toys, all the team, ta-da, ta.